Children, today in this topic, in this video, we are going to see how to evaluate a given product of two numbers without multiplying directly. Actually, what I mean to say is, suppose if you are asked to multiply 103 into 107. I know, sir, it is very simple, sir, we have studied in our 3rd, 4th standard and we can multiply it. But read the instruction properly. The instruction says evaluate the following products without multiplying directly. That means you are not supposed to multiply. Sir, you are not supposed to multiply and you are saying you have to multiply. What to do, sir? We have to multiply. Without multiplying directly means we have to use the correct identity. Now let us see what we can do in this contest. See, 103 can be written as 100 plus 3 and 107 can be written as 100 plus 7. I hope you all will agree with me. If I write 103 as 100 plus 3 and 107 as 100 plus 7. Now if I use the formula x plus a into x plus b is equal to x squared plus a plus b into x plus ab, then very easily we can compare it and we can say that here x is equal to 100. If I compare it, I will come to know. Similarly, if I take a is equal to 3. Similarly, if I want b is equal to 7. So children, what I have done is, I am trying to multiply the given numbers without actual multiplication but using the formula. Now let me put these values in the given formula. For example, here it says x plus a. X plus a means 100 plus 3. X plus b, that means 100 plus 7. X squared, he says, x squared means what? 100 square. A plus b, yani 3 plus 7 into x, that means 100. A into b, that means what? 3 into 7. So what we have done is, we have found the value of x, a and b, then we have substituted in the given formula. Now if I solve it further, then what I will get is 100 plus 3 is 103, multiplied by 100 plus 7 is 107. Here 100 square, children, 100 square means 100 into 100 and 100 into 100 means 1, 2, 3 and 4 zeros I have to write. 100 into 100 means 4 zeros I will have to write, plus 3 plus 7 is 10 and 10 into 100 is 1000. I hope you will agree with me. 3 plus 7 is 10, 10 into 100 is 1000, 1000 plus 3 into 7 and 3 into 7 is how much? 21. So if I further add it, you see here 2 zeros are there, 2 zeros are there and 21 is there. So if I add, I will get 21 here. Then you see here, what I will get here? This 2 zeros we have already used up. Now this 10 is there and here 0 is there. So I will get here 10. So what remains here is 11,021 is the answer. Now you may ask, sir, we could have directly multiplied it, but see the instruction clearly says 5 without multiplying directly. So need not do that. Now let me check up this problem. 104 and 96. See, it is very simple. 104 I can write it as 100 plus 4. And 96 I can write 100 minus 4. And I have already told you, children, first term plus second term into first term minus second term is first term square minus second term square. So same terms are there, first and second, they are separated by positive negative sign. So simple it is 100 square minus 4 square. 100 square if I found out, then 1, 2, 3, 4 zeros, and 4 square if I try to find out, it is 16. So this, how I can write it? Here I will get 10, 9, 9 and 9. So how much I will get? 10 minus 6 is 4, 10 minus 6 is 4, 9 minus 1 is 8, and then 9 and 9. So children, if you multiply directly also, you are sure to get this one. See here, many times I have seen children making this petty mistake here also. What you do is better write this way. This is more simple to understand. See, if you are taking 1 here, that means what is that you are going to get here? 10. The remaining numbers are 9. So 10 minus 6 is 4 children, and then 9 minus 1 is 8. Then 9 is the correct way of writing the answer. Now let me deal with the next problem. It is 95 into 96. See children, I can write it as 100 minus 5, and here I can write it as 100 minus 4. 100 minus 5 is 95, 100 minus 4 is 96. So again I will have to take the values here. X stands for 100, A stands for minus 5, B stands for minus 4. So I have taken the value of X, I have taken the value of A, I have taken the value of B. Now I have to use in the formula. What is that formula? X plus A, and X plus A means what? 100 plus of minus 5, because A is equal to minus 5. Then X plus B, that means what? 100 plus of minus 4. See, this is very important. Plus of minus 4, that is equal to what? First term square, that means what? 100 square. A plus B, A plus B means what? Minus 5 and minus 4 into what? Into 100. So into X, and into X means what? 100. Into X means what? 100. A plus B, and A plus B means what? Minus 5 plus minus of 4 into 100, and this multiplied by, again it should be A into B, A into B, and you see A is minus 5 and B is minus 4. So if I further simplify it, then what is that I am going to get? 100 square children, 1, 2, 3, 4, plus minus 5 plus of minus 4. See, both negatives I have to add, and if both negatives I have to add, then if you remember my video basic maths, I have told you that if the same signs are there, you have to add the numbers, put the negative sign. So 5 plus 4 is minus 9 into 100, and this will be plus of minus is minus, and minus of minus is what? Plus. So this, if I further simplify, then what I will get is 1, 2, 3, 4 zeros, plus of minus is minus, and 9 multiplied by 100 is 900, plus 20. So now 2 zeros I will subtract here, 1, 2. Now here what remains is 10, and here what remains is 9. So 10 minus 9 is 1, and here it is 9100 plus 20 plus 20. So this will be equal to 9120. So children, instead of directly multiplying the numbers, what I have done here is I have used the correct formula, and using the appropriate formula I have tried to solve it. You are not, let me give a caution to you, if you directly multiply and write the answer, I am sorry children, you will not be allotted any marks. So be cautious about what you do. Use the correct formula and write the solution. Now here few algebraic terms are given to us, and now we have to see how we can use the correct formula. Same question is there. Factorize the following using appropriate identities. See, when I see the identity, immediately certain things start clicking in my mind. What is that, sir? See here, 9x square. When I see 9x square, what I write here is 3x. I write 3x whole square. When I see y square, I write y whole square. And suppose if I write 3x here and this y here, then see what is this question all about. 9x square plus 6xy plus y square. If I solve it, then 9x square is equal to 3x whole square. 6xy is 2 times of 3x into y, that is 6xy plus y square. That means it is just like the formula, first term square plus 2 multiplied by first term second term plus second term square. Or you say, now usually you children say a plus b whole square is equal to a square plus 2ab plus b square. But as a teacher, I love to say like this: first term square plus 2 times of first term second term plus second term square, and that is always equal to first term plus second term whole square, or rather in your language I should say a plus b whole square. Now let us see the next problem. Again, when I see the problem, certain things starts clicking in my mind. Sir, what are those? When I see 4x square, the first thing that clicks in my mind is I should write 4x square as 2x whole square. If I write 4x as 2x whole square, then it will be again 4x square. Then this is 1. If I write 1 can be written as 1 whole square. Now I'll write the first term 2x here and this 1 here. 2x I'll write here, 1 I'll write here. Now what will happen? Just let me check it out. First term square minus 2 multiplied by first term second term plus second term square. So if I see, check it out, 2x whole square is 4x square, 2 into 2 is 4, 4 into, this is, see here actually, 4x square minus 4y plus 1. Actually, it should have been 4x rather than y. There is a mistake in the problem. See here, this is 2x whole square, 2x whole square, and then this becomes, because if I write y here, we will not get the answer. So what I'll do here is 4x square minus 4x plus 1 it is. So I write here 4x means 2x whole square minus 2 multiplied by 2 times of x into 1. Now 2x whole square is 4x square, 2 times of 2 is 4x plus 1 whole square. Now this becomes first term square minus 2 multiplied by first term second term plus second term whole square. So this will be equal to 2x minus 1 whole square. 2x minus 1 whole square. That's all. Now the next question, if you see, again certain things start striking in my mind. I can write this x as x whole square and y square by 100 as y by 10. Then that can be written as first term square minus second term square, and that will be equal to first term plus second term, first term minus second term. That means x plus y by 10 and x minus y by 10. So I have used the formula here, that is x squared minus y squared by 100 is first term square, that is x whole square, minus second term square, that is y by 10 whole square, and that can be written as x plus y by 10 and x minus y by 10.